Secret of the Veda, Chapter 8, the Ashwins, Indra, the Vishwadevas. In this chapter we propose to look at the third hymn of the first mandala of the Rig Veda, as commented on by Sri Aurobindo. The third hymn of Madhu Chandas is again a hymn of the Soma sacrifice. It is composed, like the second before it, in movements of 3 stanzas, the first addressed to the Ashwins, the second to Indra, the third to the Vishwadevas, the fourth to the goddess Saraswati. In this hymn also we have in the closing movement, in the invocation to Saraswati, a passage of clear psychological significance, of a far greater clarity indeed than those that have already helped us to understand the secret thought of the Veda. In Chapter 9 we shall discuss more fully the function of Saraswati, but in this chapter let us concern ourselves with the first 3 movements of this hymn. This whole hymn is full of psychological suggestions, and we find in it the close connection and even identity which the Vedic rishis sought to establish and perfect between the 3 main interests of the human soul: thought and its final victorious illuminations, action and its last supreme all-achieving puissances, enjoyment and its highest spiritual ecstasies. The Soma wine symbolizes the replacing of our ordinary sense enjoyment by the divine Ananda. That substitution is brought about by divinizing our thought action, and as it progresses, it helps in its turn the consummation of the movement which has brought it about. We commence with an invocation of the 2 Ashwins, the 2 riders on the horse, Castor and Polydeuces of the old Mediterranean mythology. The Ashwins are riders on the horse, the Ashwa, symbolic of force, and especially of life energy and nervous force, the prana. Their common character is that they are gods of enjoyment, seekers of honey. They are physicians. They bring back youth to the old, health to the sick, wholeness to the maimed. Another characteristic is movement, swift, violent, irresistible. Their rapid and indomitable chariot is a constant object of celebration, and they are described here as swift-footed and violent in our paths. They are like birds in their swiftness, like the mind, like the wind. They bring in their chariot ripe or perfected satisfactions to man. They are creators of bliss, mayas. Indra comes impelled by the thought, driven forward by the illumined thinker within, to the soul thoughts of the rishi who has pressed out the wine of delight and seeks to manifest them in speech, in the inspired mantras. He comes with the speed and force of the illumined mind power, in possession of his brilliant horses to those thoughts. And the rishi prays to him to confirm or hold the delight in the Soma offering. The Ashwins have brought and energized the pleasure of the vital system in the action of the Ananda. Indra is necessary to hold that pleasure firmly in the illuminated mind, so that it may not fall away from the consciousness. The rishi next passes to the Vishwadevas, all the gods or the all gods. It has been disputed whether these Vishwadevas form a class by themselves or are simply the gods in their generality. I take it that the phrase means the universal collectivity of the divine powers, for this sense seems to me best to correspond to the actual expressions of the hymns in which they are invoked. In this hymn they are called for a general action which supports and completes the functions of the Ashwins and Indra. They are to come to the sacrifice in their collectivity and divide among themselves each evidently for the divine and joyous working of his proper activity, the Soma, which the giver of the sacrifice distributes to them. The epithets of the Vishwadevas, qualifying their character and the functions for which they are invited to the Soma offering, have the same generality. They are common to all the gods and applied indifferently to any or all of them throughout the Veda.
ऋषिः मधुच्छन्दा देवता अश्विनौ इन्द्रः विश्वेदेवाः सरस्वती। ॐ अश्विनायज्वरीरिषोद्रवत्पाणी शुभस्पति पुरुभुजाचनस्यतम् अश्विना पुरुदंससा नराशवीरया धिया धिष्ण्यावनतङ्गिरः दस्रा युवाकवः सुताना सत्या वृत्तबर्हिषः आयातं रुद्रवर्तनी इन्द्राया हि चित्रभानो सुता इमे त्वायवः अन्वीभिस्तना पूतासः इन्द्राया हि धिये शितो विप्रजूतः सुतावतः उपब्रह्माणि वाघतः इन्द्राया हि तूतुजान उपब्रह्माणि हरिवः सुते दधिष्वनश्चनः ओमासश्चर्षणी धृतो विश्वे देवास आगत दाश्वांसो दाशुषुतं विश्वे देवासो अप्तुरस्सुतमागन्ततूर्णयः उस्रा इव स्वसराणि विश्वे देवासो अस्रिध एहिमायासो अद्रुहः मेधञ्जुषन्तवह्नयः भावका नः सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती यज्ञं वष्टुधिया वसुः चोदयित्वी सुनृता नाञ्चेतन्ति सुमतीनां यज्ञं दधे सरस्वती महो अर्णः सरस्वती प्रचेतयति केतुना धियो विश्वा विराजति ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
Rishi Madhuchandas, Devata, Ashwins, Indra, Vishwadevas, Saraswati. Rig Veda Mandala I, Sukta 3. Om. O riders of the steed, swift-footed, much enjoying lords of bliss, take delight in the energies of the sacrifice. O riders of the steed, male souls affecting a manifold action, take joy of the words, O holders in the intellect, by a luminously energetic thought. I have piled the seed of sacrifice. I have pressed out the vigorous soma juices, fulfillers of action, powers of the movement. Come to them with your fierce speed on the path. Come, O Indra, with thy rich lustres. These soma juices desire thee. They are purified by the subtle powers and by extension in body. Come, O Indra, impelled by the mind, driven forward by the illumined thinker to my soul thoughts, I who have poured out the soma juice and seek to express them in speech. Come, O Indra, with forceful speed to my soul thoughts, O Lord of the bright horses. Hold firm the delight in the soma juice. O phosphorers who uphold the doer in his work, O all gods, come and divide the Soma wine that I distribute. O all gods who bring over to us the waters, come passing through to my Soma offerings as illumined powers to your places of bliss. O all gods, you who are not assailed, nor come to hurt, free moving in your forms of knowledge, cleave to my sacrifice as its upbearers. May purifying Saraswati with all the plenitude of her forms of plenty, rich in substance by the thought, desire our sacrifice. She, the impeller to happy truths, the awakener in consciousness to right mentalizings, Saraswati upholds the sacrifice. Saraswati, by the perception, awakens in consciousness the great flood, the vast movement of the Ritam, and illumines entirely all the thoughts. Om, peace, peace, peace.